Hello everyone, my name is Xue Hao. My English name is Alex, and now I live in China. I independently invented a new trade method, exchange trade, which will change the operating model of internet platforms and help us find the new growth points for the world economy. In addition, exchange trade can also improve commodity productivity and transaction quality help us delay economic recession and fight economic crises. The creation of exchange trade theory and the production of PPT teaching video are completely by me alone. However, due to my poor English, I did not display the video content directly, and the PPT explanation sound you heard later is done by computer software. There are two problems with my PPT presentation in English. The first problem, the video won't work well by doing this because my English is not good. You might not be able to understand many of my presentation. The second question, doing this will take me a lot of time. Even introducing a issue of extreme trade requires me to spend a lot of time on speaking practice. Doing this caused me to take me more time to complete the video, and you understand the ad screen trade will also be delayed. Given the depending recession right now, I think we are running out of time. I think it will have been a better option to release ad screen trade earlier. So I chose to write the Chinese PPT and speech, then translate them in English with the help of Google Translator, and finally rely on Microsoft's AI voice software to record the English version of Alice Trade explanation video. Because of the theoretical construction of extreme trade, the writing of relay copywriting, the production of PPT, and the recording and editing of videos are all completed by me alone. So if there are some omissions in some tabs, please forgive me. Please don't miss my video because PPT is displayed by AI. And don't choose to close my video because the wrong words and grammar in the video. Because edge screen trade that invent is really important. It will not only help world to delay the economic recession, help many countries fight the economic crisis, but also help the fund hope when your career is not doing well. Now, let's get started with the body content of the X-green trade.
Hello everyone, my name is Xue Hao, and my English name is Alex. I independently invented a method to fight the economic crisis. Alex scoring trade. Please remember the name of this method, because it will be famous all over the world and completely change the world. This video is the 19th in the Alex scoring trade theory series. Advantages of Alex scoring trade. In the last video, I introduced the gambling model of Alex scoring trade. In order to make you more willing to understand Alex scoring trade and more willing to use Alex scoring trade, in this video I am going to summarize the advantages of Alex scoring trade. 1. Reduce waste of corporate resources. 2. Reduce the difficulty of enterprise innovation. 3. Improve the company's current adaptability. 4. Provide a more level playing field for workers and enterprises. 5. Force the whole industry to reform and innovate. 6. Improve the after-sales evaluation system, thereby improving the quality of consumer consumption. 7. Provide a new marketing model, emphasis. 8. Provides another network information push mode other than AI big data analysis, and this mode can better protect user privacy. 9. Create wealth increasing way on both the production and consumption ends, giving the people hope. 10. Provide reference for the flow of credit parties and investors themselves, and better monitor risks. 11. Promoting the prosperity of the cultural economy, emphasis. 12. Promote the prosperity of the knowledge economy and catalyze the fourth scientific and technological revolution, emphasis of emphasis. 1. Reduce waste of corporate resources. In my previous video, I demonstrated that Alex scoring trade can reduce waste on the production side of enterprises. When enterprises can learn market preferences faster and more accurately, some products that are not recognized by the market will not be produced. For enterprises, the slow selling situation will be alleviated in terms of environmental protection. If some unnecessary commodities are not produced, more resources will be saved. 2. Reduce the difficulty of enterprise innovation. I also mentioned this point in the previous video. If an enterprise wants to develop, it must be committed to innovation, and innovation is the key to effectively solving the crisis. But when the economic crisis comes, most companies can only choose to be conservative. This is logical. When financing costs increase, a failure of innovation may cause the company to collapse. The Alex scoring trade will help enterprises, especially small and medium-sized enterprises, to get more timely feedback in innovation. The first example, such as a bakery that only makes chocolate bread, can launch new blueberry bread in small batches and learn the popularity of the new blueberry bread by scoring. If the score is high, expand production to improve the bakery's competitiveness. If it is low, then give up the new blueberry bread, and the loss is also less at this time. As a second example, online game companies can also use score trade to improve their innovation capabilities. When launching a new game character or new game mode, use Alex scoring trade to learn about its popularity. If the rating is high, it will be officially launched. Give up if the score is low. Alex scoring trade will enable enterprises to see the effects of new products, new models, and new operating methods more quickly and directly when innovating, which can reduce the risks and costs of enterprise innovation. 3. Improve the company's current adaptability. Obviously, the current economic environment is not friendly, and both manufacturers and sales companies must pay attention to two issues. The first question is that the economic status of many people has changed in the past 2 years. A few people have become rich, and most people have become poor. Once your customer's economic situation changes, your sales will definitely be affected, and you must adjust your sales strategy. The second problem is that commodities, raw materials, fluctuate wildly. Due to factors such as monetary policies of various countries, repeated COVID-19 outbreaks, and wars in some regions, global raw materials have fluctuated to varying degrees, which has brought huge risks to business operations. At this time, companies are likely to use two methods to solve this problem. One is to adjust the selling price, and the other is to find replacements for raw materials that have risen too much and are out of stock. Both of these methods will have an impact on consumers' desire to buy. In response to the first question, the method I propose is that merchants should move the characteristics of products closer to consumers with purchasing power. Simply put, it is to consider the opinions of consumers with strong purchasing power. In response to the second question, when the cost of raw materials rises, merchants generally adopt a strategy of increasing commodity prices to respond, which will weaken the competitiveness of commodities. At this time, it is necessary to evaluate the impact of price increases. Alex scoring trade can provide effective help to solve both problems. Alex scoring trade can identify users with strong purchasing power and amplify their influence on scoring. For the changes in consumers' purchasing desires after commodity price increases, merchants can see the commodity's score in time after implementing the Alex scoring trade so as to flexibly adjust their business strategy. 4. Provide a more level playing field for workers and enterprises. As I have demonstrated in my previous video, the information transfer between buyers and sellers in traditional trade is not smooth, making it impossible for traditional survey systems to obtain the true score of each product. And the laborers behind each commodity are different, and if we can obtain an objective and true score for the commodity, we can objectively and justly judge the labor quality of each worker. It is very important to objectively and impartially judge the labor results of each worker. If a company wants employees to spontaneously create more and better products and gain more profits, it should allow employees who produce excellent products to get better evaluations and higher wages, and employees who produce inferior products to get worse evaluation and less salary. The truth, however, is that almost all companies recognize the importance of this point of view, but many do not adhere to it in practice. Most companies adopt a pyramid-style employee evaluation mechanism, which can easily breed corruption. If an employee who produces excellent products is suppressed by his immediate superiors, his achievements will be denied, and he will not receive higher wages. If an employee who produces inferior products can successfully please his superiors, his actions will be covered up, and he can still get more income. If this is just an isolated phenomenon, the harm is relatively limited, but if such a phenomenon occurs in large numbers, it will become a terrible unspoken rule. Everyone knows that honest hard work and producing excellent goods for a business may not always be rewarded, but only if you can please your immediate supervisor. Even if you fail to work, you can still be rewarded. In such an environment, a large number of workers will not only not strive to innovate, try to improve the quality of production and operation for the enterprise, but even become lazy in basic work, and more energy will be used to please their immediate managers, and work diligently occasionally just to cope with the inspections of the upper management. Alex scoring trade can solve this problem because the Alex scoring trade can directly evaluate the results of laborers through consumers. Consumers will score after using the product. Senior managers only need to count the scores of each employee's work-related products to get a general understanding of each employee's work situation, which will flatten the management of the enterprise and reduce corporate corruption. Employees can get better evaluations by bribing their superiors, but there is no way to bribe consumers. Consumers only care about the quality of the products, and they don't care who produces these products, so they can give the most objective and fair scores. When the power of evaluation of laborers is handed over to consumers, if employees want to get better wages and positions, they must produce better products to please consumers and prove their worth through consumer ratings. 5. Force the whole industry to reform and innovate. When a business in an industry improves its competitiveness using Alex scoring trades, and when a business successfully innovates using Alex scoring trades, other businesses will consider following suit. Business owners and managers realize that if their peers improve, they must keep up. Reforms that are difficult for many enterprises to carry out will be persisted in implementation, and enterprises have to carry out continuous innovation in order to survive. 6. Improve the after-sales evaluation system, thereby improving the quality of consumer consumption. On the one hand, the Alex scoring trade increases the survey rate through rewarded surveys and reduces the information interference of click farms, irrational buyer, impulsive buyers. Ratings can better address the actual needs of consumers. When the effectiveness of the reference score of products is improved, consumers can more easily buy products that satisfy them and less products that make them dissatisfied, which is conducive to improving the shopping experience of consumers and promoting market prosperity. On the other hand, when consumers shop more accurately, fewer items are left idle and abandoned after purchase, so the waste of resources is also reduced. 7. Provide a new marketing model, emphasis. When the market is sluggish, companies need a popular marketing model so that their products can be sold. Consumers need a sales promotion model with surprises so that they are willing to participate. The Alex scoring trade gambling model will become such a marketing model. By slightly increasing the price of each item, the company puts the extra money into the bonus pool and invites users who buy the item to play a rating game. If the merchant originally wanted a discount, the discount can also be canceled, money into the prize pool. In this promotion process, merchants not only gain popularity, but also get product information, and for consumption, because merchants will not charge for organizing this game, consumers get a fair and high-odds gambling opportunity. 8. Provide another push mode other than AI big data analysis, and this mode can better protect user privacy. I discussed this in my previous video, Alex Scoring Trade Part 3, Score Trust Rating. My point is that if we want to prevent internet companies from stealing our privacy, we must find the underlying cause. The reason why internet companies want to steal user privacy by any means is to gain an advantage in the competition with internet counterparts and make more money. If a video website wants to win the competition, it must be able to push videos more accurately than its rivals. If a news website wants to win the competition, it must be able to push news more accurately than its rivals. If a company wants to win the competition, it must be able to push ads more accurately than opponents. And if they want to achieve accurate push, these companies must work hard to collect our information and steal our privacy. This is the dire situation right now, where companies are using our privacy as a battleground in order to win the competition. If we can neither restrict information theft at the legal level, but also start to rely on video push, news push, and product push, the companies best at stealing privacy will be destined to dominate the entire internet market. And the Alex scoring trade is likely to help us change the status quo. If we are more inclined to judge the quality of the video through our own thinking, and select videos and products through the reference score of the video, then the internet platform will be less dependent on AI algorithms and user push, and the willingness of internet platforms to steal our privacy will also decrease. 9. Create wealth increasing way on both the production and consumption ends, giving the people hope. Ensuring the smoothness of the social class ascending channel is an important means to achieve social prosperity. Alex scoring trade can create a social class ascending channel for people on both the production and consumption ends. On the production side, the Alex scoring trade provides staff with a more level playing field. As long as they create products that can be recognized by consumers, they can prove their value through scoring. On the consumer side, merchants can adopt the Alex scoring trade gambling game and then concentrate the rewards to the final winner by increasing the number of games and cooperating with other merchants. When the reward reaches the million level, someone can change their destiny through shopping and after-sales scoring games. 10. Provide reference for the flow of credit parties and investors themselves, and better monitor risks. Lenders and investors can inspect and monitor target companies through Alex scoring trade and Alex scoring surveys. For lenders, if the target company's commodity score index declines, it should consider whether there is a risk. For investors, if the investment company's commodity score index declines, it should consider whether to reduce investment. The Alex scoring trade provides lenders and investors with new avenues to understand businesses, which can help reduce risk for lenders and investors. 11. Promoting the prosperity of the cultural economy, emphasis. I refer to the internet ebook trade, music trade, and video trade, including movies, TV series, variety shows, short videos, etc., that are based on cultural creation and are not based on entities. The trade is collectively referred to as the cultural economy. In the transaction process of cultural economy, buyers have to take more risks than traditional trade. I'll give 2 examples below to illustrate. The first example, with the development of the internet, more and more people read on ebook readers, computers, tablets, mobile phones. Consumers can no longer buy paper books, but directly purchase the authorization of the electronic version of the book and read it directly on electronic devices. This innovation makes reading more convenient. An electronic device can easily store tens of thousands of books for human reading, and it can also avoid a lot of trees being cut down because of the need for paper. But the transaction of ebook download rights also has risks. I mentioned an important issue in the previous videos. The characteristic of traditional trade is that the price is determined at the time of the transaction, and the value is determined after the transaction. On the ebook transaction, the seller sells the ebook at a fixed price on the internet, and the buyer needs to consider whether to buy it before reading it. But the buyer gets the value of the ebook after reading it to determine if the ebook is worthy of its value. So buyers face a risk when buying a book. If the price of the ebook is not worthy of its value, the book is not good looking, the buyer will suffer a loss. The second example, because of the cost, labor, and creativity required to make a movie, moviegoers need to pay for a copyrighted movie. On the online video platform, users can choose not to go to the cinema to watch the movie, but choose to pay a certain fee to watch it on the internet. At this time, the buyer is also in a dilemma. If you do not pay the fee, it is impossible to see the content of the movie, and the value of the movie cannot be determined. If the fee is paid, if the content of the movie is bad, although the value has been determined at this time, the price has been paid. These questions will be better addressed if traditional trade is replaced with an Alex scoring trade model. Alex scoring trade can provide more credible after-sale ratings for cultural commodities, whether it is movie after-sale ratings, book after-sale ratings, or music after-sale ratings. Internet users can find more satisfying cultural commodities through more effective ratings. 12. Promoting the prosperity of the knowledge economy and catalyzing the fourth technological revolution. Emphasis. This is my favorite point. The core driving force for the development of human civilization is undoubtedly the continuous accumulation of knowledge. The most direct means to solve the current crisis is to achieve technological breakthroughs through knowledge and innovation. But in the current economic activities, although knowledge has been paid more and more attention by people, the actual transaction has always been a difficult problem. As I mentioned above, an important problem with trading is that commodity prices and values are not determined at the same time. The price is often reached before the transaction, but the value is realized after the transaction, which puts the buyer at risk in the transaction. This problem exists in the cultural economy, especially knowledge transactions, because the amount of knowledge transactions is often higher than that of cultural goods transactions. In most knowledge transactions, knowledge is traded with information as the carrier. If this information is valid, the buyer has made a good deal, but if this information is invalid, the buyer is likely to feel cheated. For example, when you buy a piece of clothing that you don't like, even if you don't wear it once, you also get a piece of clothing. When you buy a bag of fruit you don't like, even if you end up throwing it in the trash, also got a bag of fruit. You don't feel like the clothing merchant and the fruit merchant lied to you, it's just two bad deals. But when you buy a piece of information that the merchant claims to be knowledge, if the information does not help you, will you feel that the knowledge merchant has defrauded you of money? Because the cost of making these so-called knowledge information is so low. This problem can be improved by replacing traditional trades with Alex scoring trades. The Alex scoring trade makes the scoring system more credible, and buyers can judge whether to complete the transaction by viewing the seller's scoring record. The improvement of knowledge trading is of great significance. The prosperity of the knowledge economy will not only improve the production efficiency of enterprises and people's living standards, but also stimulate the enthusiasm for creativity and innovation in the whole society, laying the foundation for the arrival of the fourth scientific and technological revolution. I summarize the content of this issue as usual: Alex scoring trade as a new way of trading. In this video, I summarize the advantages of Alex scoring trade. For enterprises, the Alex scoring trade reduces the waste of corporate resources, reduces the difficulty of innovation, improves the company's adaptability, and provides a new marketing model similar to gaming. For consumers, the Alex scoring trade improves the quality of consumers' consumption by improving the after-sales evaluation system of commodities and provide consumers with a push system that can protect privacy. For the financial industry, Alex scoring trade provides a reference for creditors and investors' capital flow and better risk monitoring. For the society, Alex scoring trade forces all industries to reform and innovate, stimulate production vitality, create more channels for the people to rise, ease social contradictions. For the country, trade promotes cultural and economic prosperity and knowledge-based economy prosperity, boosting the fourth technological revolution. In the next video, I will talk about the limitations and risks of Alex scoring trade and what should be paid attention to avoid risks. If you realize the value of the Alex scoring trade after watching my video, please also forward my video to those who need it, whether they are your relatives, friends, classmates, or strangers you don't know. They may be suffering from economic recession at this time, and the Alex scoring trade can help them. See you in the next video.